Hey everyone, so Helen Reid, we're on day 8 of the core challenge, exploring our core, raising awareness for youth issues of today through the Raise Foundation. So today I'm going to start to ramp it up as we get into week 2 and do a fitness week. So if you have a kettlebell or a dumbbell, that'll be useful for today's session. You can also do all the exercises in body weight. What we're going to do is a pyramid scheme. So we're going to pick a number of exercises and start with a certain number of reps, and then we drop the reps by 2 on each round. So this also presumes that you've done your warm-up, so we'll kick straight into it. Got a light kettlebell today. Just do it nice and light and try and get the heart rate up. So I'm going to start off in a standing position. Start off with 10 swings. So swing we drive through our hips. This is really good for the lower body as well as those lower abs. Driving it through the hips. And once we've got into 10, we'll come down into a plank position. We're going to do a one-arm row. Okay, so we stay in a plank position. You can come up onto the fist if you need to, keeping the hips facing forward. We'll do 5 reps. Elbow tucked in, trying to keep the hips square and swapping sides. And then as soon as we've done 5 each side, we're going to go into a long-legged sit-up. So we come down all the way and lift it up. We can even punch it out to work the arms. So we've got 10 of these. That's 6. Let's keep going. It's a bit too boppy in the music. I might swap that out in a second. So that's our 10th one. We'll bring the weight down there. Bring it down. And where we'll go to is into a bridge. You can put the weight on your hips. And lift up. Core engaged. Pause at the top and release. Got 10 of these. Trying to ensure that the knees are parallel so they're not falling out or in. Squeeze the butt. And if you want to work the back of the legs a little bit more, you just take your feet out a little bit more. And 10th one. And going into our last one, you can do this with a weight or without a weight. So stand on our tippy toes and come down. We'll do what we call a total body extension, and this is great for the balance as well. So we lift up and then all the way down. So the way it looks, if you don't have the weight, which I find a little bit easier, tippy toes is a little bit of a stretch today, given a couple of them aren't working properly from dropping weights on them the other day, which was just a big no-no. Bit of a fail. Happens sometimes. So we try and do our exercise mindfully rather than mindlessly. 2 more. Really engage that core. All right, and that's round 1. So if you want to make it a cardio workout, you go straight into your round 2 with 8 reps, and then 6, 4, and 2 non-stop. If you want to make it for a little bit more strength and more control, take a breather inside the 10 reps and then go again with another 2 rounds or 3 rounds of 10 reps. But I'll go on to the 8s. We'll see if we can work through in that pyramid scheme. Last 3 here. 2 to go. Last 1. Straight into the plank row. So 4 each side this time. You can do 8 each side if you're a little bit stronger and want to challenge yourself a little bit more. Straight onto the back. And you can also do this with a dumbbell, or you can do it without any weights. Really control on the lift and the release. Last 3 here. 2 to go. and 1. Taking those knees up first. Straight into those hip raises. Lift, release, squeeze that pelvic floor, lift it up. Keeping those knees parallel like a set of train tracks. Last 2. Last 1. And into those total body extensions. Without the weight. I'll stick to without, so on the tippy toes. Bring down, lift, back down, lift. If you need to come onto the heels, that's fine. Or focus on a point. Really engage that core. Lift the pelvic floor muscle. Try not to do it speaking to others. Last 1. And straight into the 6s. Straight into the 6s. Again, if you want to challenge yourself, you go a little bit harder by picking up a heavier weight. Bringing it in, elbows tucked in, keeping those hips facing down and forward as best as you can. She did 4 on that side, so we'll do 4 on this side. Should be 3 and 3. We can start with any number here. You might want to start with 20 and drop down by 5 reps. I'll start on 50. Choice is yours. Last one there. So it's bridge raises, control, lift, squeeze the butt on the way down. Two more to go. And pause at the top for a split second as well. And release vertebrae by vertebrae. Coming up to those total body extensions. Up onto the tippy toes. Lift. Lift. Control. Slow it down if you need to here, like I am. Pop the heels down if you're losing the balance. Losing the balance is good. It's what makes us stronger. We're getting into the last 2 rounds. So non-stop. If you want to feel a little bit puffed, like I am at the moment, ease it up and through. You do 2 a side here, or 4 a side. We are down to the 4s. Bring it up into that long-legged sit-up. You can punch it out. Or keep it in close to the chest. Up to you. Let's keep going. It's total body extensions. Control. Last one. And we've got the round of 2s. Round of 2s. Straight into the plank rows. Holding it down, squeezing the elbow close to the body. Bring it down, taking it out. Straight into those hip raises. Squeeze, release, squeeze. Remember to breathe. Last one, to those total body extensions. Then you bring it down and finish off with a nice plank hold. Back nice and flat. Breathe. Hold. Up for another 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. have a breather, so we can repeat that 3, 4, 5 times to extend that workout, really get the abs moving for this first fitness session of week 2 of the challenge. So that's my 10 minutes or so for today. Thanks for jumping on if you're watching, and I'll see you all at the next session.